You open your eyes for the first time and you feel it. It's not light you see, it's hunger. It is urgency. It's life screaming into its little insect body that was born into a world that doesn't ask permission to kill. You're coming out of the egg, that protective cocoon, and outside, the heat of the tropical summer burns like a flame. Your compound eyes, those huge eyes that you inherit from your ancestors, see everything at once. Predators, competition, death. Welcome to the world of praying mantis. You're small, tiny, the size of a grain of rice, and he's already hungry. The first few days are sensory chaos. You crawl among the green leaves of a guava seedling, and every inch is an eternity. Around him, his brothers, hundreds of them, compete for the same space, the same food. Most die before they find their first meal. You don't know it yet, but your instincts do. That tingling at the base of his antenna, that tension in his front legs. It's pure survival screaming inside you. When you encounter your first pest, a tiny, almost invisible aphid, what happens is not a fluke. It's as if someone had flipped a switch. Its triangular head turns with machine precision. Your eyes don't blink. You don't even know how to blink. Your eyes don't have eyelids. And then, in a move that would last less than a second, you attack. Its two front legs, armed with microscopic spines, shoot out like scissor blades. The insect doesn't stand a chance. You eat. His first death, his first victory. Your first dose of hope, I can survive. Weeks pass, you grow. Its body structure becomes more robust. The world, which once seemed infinitely large, is starting to make more sense. There is a pattern, there is an order, and you're learning your place in it. During this period, you suffer through molting, that brutal process where your exoskeleton is too tight and you have to tear it from the inside out. Each molt is a small death and a small rebirth. You emerge damp, vulnerable, in colors that have not yet acquired the perfect hue for camouflage. For hours, you're exposed. Any frog, any bigger spider can wipe you out as you dry on that leaf. But you survive, again. The other females around you, because you're one of them, a female, begin to move with more purpose. That instinct you feel isn't just hunger right now. It is something deeper. It's biology dictating your future. You were made to hunt, to grow, to reproduce. And everything else is just details. You kill dozens of prey now. Mosquitoes, fruit flies, even small butterflies. Every death is a success. You bring hope to yourself. I am becoming strong. You are now a few months old, an eternity in terms of an insect. Its body is almost the final size. Their front fangs are dangerously sharp. That prayer posture that you hold, with your front legs raised in front of your body, is not a religious pose. It's the perfect position of an assassin waiting for the next move. At that point, you've killed hundreds of insects. You have become efficient. There's no hesitation in his attacks. You read the movement of a fly in slow motion. Their reaction time is practically instantaneous. You are a perfect hunter. Hope is now stronger. I am invincible in this world. You get to explore larger territories. The guava seedling is no longer enough. You jump to the neighboring plant, then to a bush, then to larger trees. The world expands. And with it, your confidence grows. You have passed all the tests that nature has set you. You're practically an adult now. Your body is at its physical peak. Your eyes see on a spectrum that humans can't reach. You detect motion at a speed that would make a security camera system look slow. You're fast. You are strong. You are hope incarnate. During this period, you don't hunt just to eat. You hunt because that's who you are. Because it was made for that. You build small follow-up rituals, observing your prey before attacking. You develop preferences. Certain flies taste better than others. You become sophisticated in your brutality. Males begin to appear around him at this time, much smaller, much more fragile. They fly. You don't fly, you're terrestrial, a hunter of soil and leaves. But that biological instinct you carry cannot be ignored. There's a chemical physiological need that you begin to feel. Their pheromones change subtly, and they come. A male perches next to him on a warm October afternoon. He is half his size. He trembled, offering hope for continuity. You allow it. And in that moment, you don't know that you are sealing your fate. Reproduction for you is not romantic. It's a brutal biological transaction. You carry the eggs inside you now, weighing against your body, slowing you down. You feel the change. The performance of your attacks decreases slightly, but you don't admit it. You are still capable. You're still the same hunter. But there's something new now, a different urgency. It's not just about personal survival. It's about leaving a legacy. It's about making sure that when you leave, your species will continue. It's a form of hope that transcends your little body. My children will live. The weather changes. The air gets fresher. Prey becomes scarcer. You feel the decrease of energy in your muscles. That speed you had, it's still there, but it requires more effort. The world that was his kingdom begins to become more hostile. You look for a place to lay your eggs. It finds a small cavity in a branch, protected from rain and wind. You secrete a foamy substance, a protective structure that will harden and preserve your eggs until spring. It is called Utheka. It is his immortality in solid form. Your children will be born here. They will live. You did your part, but there's an emotional cost you didn't expect. His body is now completely exhausted. You put all your energy into that structure, and winter is approaching. The leaves fall. The food disappears. You desperately search for anything to eat: dead spiders, insects that have died naturally. You who were once a hunter now become a scavenger. That hope you felt? It starts to make cracking noise. One night, or is it day? You've lost track of time. A predator appears. A wasp, much bigger than you. You see your end in those compound eyes. For the first time in your life, you are afraid. And in this fear, there is a question: for what? You've spent your whole life killing to survive. You've eaten hundreds of bugs. You've fought rivals. You've conquered territories. And now, was all this for nothing? Will you die this miserable winter, too weak to fight, too weak to flee, and your children? That Utheka you put on so carefully? They will be born into an equally cruel world. They will feel the same hunger. They will be eaten by the same wasps. They will put your children in unnecessary danger. It's a never-ending cycle. It is hope built on an illusion. You managed to escape the wasp by sheer luck. But something has changed inside you. That simple optimism that guided him, that primitive certainty that the world was his kingdom, disappeared. You survived the winter, but it is an empty victory. You're thin, its colors begin to fade. Their movements are slower. Spring arrives, and their children are born in the hundreds. You see them exploring the world with the same blind trust that you had. And you try to warn through your genes, through your pheromones, that the world is cruel, that hope is an illusion, that everything ends in death. But they don't understand. They can't understand. Because if they did, they wouldn't be able to live. In these last few weeks, you become contemplative. You sit on a sheet, watching life happen around you. A ladybug passes by. An ant marches with its work. A younger praying mantis, perhaps one of your children, goes hunting with the hunger you recognize. And you realize, I was the hope for someone else too. For my mother, to my father. And here I am dying, questioning if it was worth it. If you want to understand what it would be like to live in other realities as cruel as this, comment there which world you would like to see explored in this way. You are attacked late on a spring afternoon. It's not a wasp this time. It's a bird, a small, low-flying canary. You see it coming, and for a moment, you feel that old instinct resurface. You take your fighting position. Its front legs go up. But your body doesn't respond as it should. You're too slow. The bird is very fast. And all of a sudden, you're falling. As you fall, you see everything, all these weeks, all these hunts, all this life as if it were a movie. And you see, finally, it wasn't about hope. It was about repetition. It was about a biological script that you didn't write, running yourself, generation after generation, until the inevitable end. You die in thin air, still falling. Your compound eyes see the blue spring sky, the same sky you saw born the previous summer. It's beautiful. It's tragic. It is perfect in its uselessness. And somewhere, their children continue to live, full of hope, not knowing that everything ends here. That this struggle that is life is a meaningless cycle. That true hope does not exist. There is only the illusion of it, packaged in the genes, necessary for life to continue. You were hope, and now you're just memory. Forgotten in a matter of days. Life goes on. As always, it continues. As always, it will continue. Take advantage and subscribe, because in the next video, you will and believe what happens when your whole life is just an illusion of purpose.